Hello everyone, this is Azanar. Welcome you to another episode of Diablo 2, Lord of Destruction. Today, we're going to head back to the Cold Plains, and we're going to head for the Stony Field. Now, as you can see, since the last time I've played, well, this is a new session, I guess is basically what I'm attempting to say here. Because of that, since this is online, the map is completely regenerated and I have nothing explored. So it may take me a tad bit of time here to get where I'm going. Or, since we're going to be following the roads and we're not going to be stopping really for anything, it's not going to take too long. To be honest, if you only follow the roads in this game, you can get wherever you want to go. You can get through an act in general rather quickly if you only ever follow the road. Ooh, I do not like what I see up there. That looks like to me to be an encampment of some sort. Not what I'm looking for. Looks like a decent spot to rest for a moment. Thanks to our helper, we don't always have to go for any enemies who are after us. Okay, now then. Here comes the point of truth. Burial grounds. Dang it. Was really hoping that was Stony Field. Okay, well. Now that we've eliminated what is in that direction, we'll go back in this direction. In the future, in this episode, it's probably a little tedious having to watch me walk to where we're going. In the future, I'll probably just go to the entrance of the area we're exploring before I begin recording. But for now, might as well leave it now. It's not taking too long. Oh, come on. The extra experience really doesn't hurt, does it? Yeah, now this will be the Stony Field up here. Okay. This is today's area, the Stony Field. The Stony Field, is a regular zone for the most part. However, there are two things about it. Firstly, ooh, waypoint right away. I like that. Firstly, coming off the Stony Field is not a cave that doesn't go anywhere, but a cave that leads to another zone. Secondly, I will point it out when we get to them, but there is a special feature in these Stony Fields here. There's something special here. Mana burn, eh?
I need mana. Not enough mana.
There we go. I was wondering, it's like I got close to him and all of a sudden I couldn't cast any spells. Oh, go away. To a energy sorceress, like my character here. Holy moly, nothing hurts. Nothing hurts quite like mana burn. Now, one thing you will notice watching Iantha here is that the pathing in Diablo 2 for your helper characters is not necessarily the best. This is gonna become even more apparent when we go into areas like the catacombs, the jail, and in Act 2, there is this lovely little wormhole. I can't remember the exact name of it. That essentially, when you walk in there, your helper is useless to you right off the bat, and you basically don't pay attention to them. They're very unhelpful. Even in the Arcane Sanctuary, at some point, they're very unhelpful. It's a little more helpful if you have ranged characters. I happen to like Iantha, though the rangers are fine. However, there's a ranged character later on that is much better. Especially if you're doing energy, lightning, like I am. Character I'm going to get later on really complements your skills in terms of providing you with an opportunity to kill a lot of enemies and keeping you safe in general. Oh, fun! The Burning House. The Burning House, you'll see a couple of these. This one has a Fallen Shaman, Fallen, and then the upgraded versions of Fallen, Carvers. Carvers are a little dangerous, but not really. Still very low hit points, very easy to kill. Large charm up here. Ooh, strangling gas, nice. Stats. I'm gonna take energy. I find myself running out of mana, which isn't surprising at the moment. Put into Charge Bolt again. Need to try and find some healing potions. Ah, here we go. This is the cave in this level, the Underground Passage. The Underground Passage goes to the next zone after this one, called the Dark Wood. We won't be going in there yet, but soon enough. Ooh, a key. It's always nice to have a stock of keys. A lot of locked chests, to be honest, they don't contain much of anything, but you never know. I mean, it's a random shot. They could contain something really good. At the very least, you know, you wouldn't be surprised that whatever is in there is worth more than a single key. Poor little Fallen. All by himself. Ooh. Poor little Shaman all by himself. Now, things are going alright at the moment. However, once we get our next good skill, Lightning, oh, things are going to start going much better. Charge Bolt is not a bad skill, however, it's area of effect crowd control. It's best used against Shaman. There's a lot of enemy groups in Act 3 that it works really well against. Oh, here we go. I wasn't sure if this was in the Stony Field. Here's another thing. And so this is the Moldy Tome. It gives us a quest called the Forgotten Tower in the Black Marsh beyond the Dark Wood. This is something we're not going to be able to take care of this for a little while here. The Black Marsh happens to come after the Dark Wood, so it's going to be a few episodes before we get to that. But the tower is I happen to enjoy the tower. Here we go. Here is the other main feature of the Cold Plains. These are the Cairn Stones. Cairn Stones are used in a quest which we'll be taking on when we do our episode in the Dark Wood. However, as well, very notable, is a special carver, Rakinishu. Now, Rakinishu is a jerk. Why is Rakinishu a jerk? He's lightning enchanted. And put very simply, getting close to Rakinishu is a bad idea. Okay, not too bad. We're going to take one of our healing potions and we're going to give it to our Merc. If you didn't know that's something you can do, you can do that as well.
These stones radiate powerful magic.
Yeah, our character's going to say something about those stones. We can't use them yet. Soon enough. They're a drop in the Dark Wood from a special monster there. That monster being, I don't know if difficult's the right word. It can be. Can be a bit tough. Oh, come on. Okay, now we're just gonna go around here, fill out the map. Just kill some enemies here and there. Ooh. Oh, fallen camp. Sprinkled with carvers. So what they start to do as you progress in level is they'll have fallen by themselves, then you have fallen camp, then you have fallen camp with carver sprinkled in, then carver camp, and so on and so forth. Till eventually you get to the most difficult level ones in this one, which I believe, if I'm correct, are dark ones. Not a very imaginative, exciting name, to be sure, but is what they are. Oh, come on. Yeah, I have a lot of stuff here, so I'm just gonna take a second.
Good day. It is clear.
Yeah.
The Order welcomes you.
What she just did there was give us another quest. It's to find a Deckard Cain. Two to strength. Yeah, I like it. Chance to cast Charge Bolt when hit is not a... It's not a bad skill. Yeah, she's actually telling us to go to the Dark Wood. That is exactly where we are headed eventually here, so not difficult for us to do this. I think we've gone through the Stony Field here sufficiently. Gained a level, killed a lot of enemies, shown off the main features of this zone. So now we're going to jump into the underground passage. Okay. Oh, skeleton archers. Nice. And take a second to gain our stamina here. And we're off. Oh, nothing there. Now, one thing with this game is, while it is randomly procedurally generated, there are a lot of parts that will be very recognizable in the maps. What is procedurally generated is not the maps itself, but the way in which a map is put together. Ooh, topaz. And X. I will take a scroll of Identify for now. Yeah, those are still important. Scroll of Identify is actually, stay important. It's not that they're never important. Especially if you're out in the field and you find something that can be pretty good. Ooh, Possessed. There are certain levels of enemies by themselves that are not a champion with minions around, but just essentially really good enemies. You'll meet a number of them. The Possessed is a fun one. Ooh, should have done that differently there. Okay. Ooh, that is a... Yeah, as you can see here with the Carvers here, Charge Bolt is a very good skill to have. It allows us to actually take care of these enemies rather quickly. That's why I recommend, when you get the next skill, when you get lightning, I recommend personally keeping lightning on your right click and charge bolt on your left click. As long as you don't click on an enemy, I'm actually going to show this. As long as you don't click on an enemy, left will always move. And if you want to convert it into crowd control, simply hold shift, and you won't be able to move. So, if I put charge bolt here, I'm moving right now. As soon as I hit shift, that's what it's going to cast. That way you always have both of your useful abilities available. You don't have to really roam around through things. Oh. Now, in the underground passage, there are 2 different destinations. Let me see here. Is the game going to generate both of them at the same place, or are they going to do this the way I actually prefer it? Not the one I meant to click. Yeah, let me see, what is this? Okay, that is the entrance to the Dark Wood. We're not going to go through there. At the start of the next episode, I will meet you at the entrance to the Dark Wood itself. For now, we are going to go in the other direction through the tunnel here. In the opposite direction from the entrance to the Dark Wood. For the most part, every now and then they do spawn close to each other, but largely you will find them apart from each other. There is the second level. Yeah, you'll find we're burning so much mana. At some point, not right now, but eventually, once we get our 3rd level belt, which will put a 3rd layer of potions in there, we're actually going to drop to 1-line healing potion, 3-line mana potion. You'll find very quickly that you can keep yourself alive fairly easily as long as you don't stay in the same spot and you're continually casting, especially if you have a mercenary that can draw some attention and some fire. Yeah. Yes, I have noticed, in case any of you are about to comment on it, I have noticed that I've leveled up. Just not yet finding a specifically good time to stop and deal with that. To be honest, I don't necessarily need to deal with it right now. On this level up, yeah, it's level 9. We have no new abilities, and the stats we can take aren't necessarily going to make an enormous difference in what we're doing right now. It's fine. And the enemy mix in the underground passage this time has actually not been particularly that exciting. Nothing but misshapen, carvers and skeleton archers. Every now and then you'll find more exciting enemies than this, that's for sure. Now, I'm really hoping that this direction is leading towards something. No, it doesn't actually seem to be. Doesn't seem to be leading to anything. Okay. Well, in that case, we're going to head back. Whoa! These guys could could not wait to play. Ay. 5 more into vitality. And charge bolt. I'm thinking my next level, level 10, I may perhaps put some more points into strength. I'm not exactly sure when I need to make that jump. Okay, so now that we come down here, I'm not exactly sure when, but at some point, this direction should lead us to the second level. Okay, fallen camp. Ay. You know what? I may very well have to put everything I can for the next couple levels into mana generation. It's getting a little ridiculous at this point. Goodness. Yeah, I'll take one of those. Rejuvenation Potion. Instantly rejuvenates some mana and some health. Actually, possibly worth way more than healing or mana potions, but I don't use them too much personally. I find they're much better to sell for money. If you pick them up at all. Okay, game. Please, there we go. Level 2. Oh, we're immediately gonna have to fight. Oh, this one is open style. It's a different style of second level for one of these caves. Oh boy.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't really need you to carry anything right now. We need to pour mana. Okay. Mana potion. Heal. Mana.
I am overburdened.
Light crossbow. That Colton armor is really not going to be worth much of anything. There's another thing here that I'm going to bring up. I find it necessary to at least mention it. At some point, not now, not for a while actually, it's, you know, at this point of the game is actually quite easy, but at some point, I'm probably going to have to do some grinding. There gets a certain point, at least when you're playing by yourself, where the game takes a bit of a difficulty upswing. Again, not for a while. At that point, if I do any grinding, obviously I'm going to do it off screen. For the boss of Act 2, or perhaps Act 4
I can't carry it.
ring a bell for me as being the most notable points at which I might grind. On the other hand here, that is the end of the underground passage. We completely wiped it. Back in camp now.
Good day.
Yeah, we're probably not going to find anything too amazing. That's 10 more defense. I'll take it. That's not bad at all, actually. You're not magical. Bramble Needle-like crossbow. Huh. You know, if we were in Amazon and used crossbows, that might actually not be bad. This ring? Ooh, Ring of Greed. 30% extra money. I like that. Oh, let me see something here. There we go. Ooh, I can actually economize my space even better. Okay, now I'm gonna quickly run by Charcy here. Repair 197. Yeah, that was starting to be a bit hefty. Now we're gonna put these in here, and yes, like I thought, I have a couple new gems. We have chipped rubies. Rubies will add fire damage, life, or fire resistance. Sapphires will do the same for cold, resistant damage, or mana. And chipped diamonds. Diamonds do damage to the undead, attack rating, or to all resistances. Very useful. But that has been all for this episode. We have cleared the Stony Field and the Underground Passage. In the next episode, I will meet you at the end of the Underground Passage in the entrance to the Dark Wood. This is Azanar signing off. If you liked this video, give me a like. If you really enjoyed it, consider subscribing to my channel, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.